Positive aspects of the Information Technology Act 2000. Following are some of the positive aspects of the Information Technology Act 2000. Prior to the enactment of the IT Act 2000, the predominant statutes of India does not have the provision to accept email as a legal form of communication evidence in the jurisdiction. But the IT Act 2000 made changes to this practice by stepping forward to recognize email as a legal electronic evidence. The companies can perform e-commerce or online transactions using digital signatures provided having the IT Act 2000 Act's legal or prescribed infrastructure. These digital signatures have been given legal validity and sanction under the IT Act 2000. At present, the companies store the majority of their information on their corresponding computer systems instead of maintaining a backup. Under IT Act 2000, the corporates are provided with a legal remedy during any computer or network systems break-in causing damages to the resources or duplicating the data present. Now let's view some of the weak areas of IT Act 2000. There is also fair amount of vagueness in the Act. Those are mainly due to the following grey areas. IT Act 2000 is likely to cause a conflict of jurisdiction. E-commerce are based on domain name systems, but the IT Act does not concentrate on domain name issues. IT Act 2000 does not deal with the issues concerning the protection of IPR in the context of online environment. In addition, the law does not provide any information regarding the important issues related to online copyrights, trademarks, and patents. Due to the increasing evolution of cyber laws, the cyber crimes in turn taking new forms and manifestations. The offences defined in IT Act 2000 are no longer being comprehensive. The offences which are defined under the drafting of the relevant provisions of IT Act 2000 are considered as only cyber offences that possibly existed. IT Act 2000 does not cover various cyber crimes and internet-related crimes such as theft of internet hours, cyber theft, cyber stalking, cyber harassment, cyber defamation, cyber fraud, misuse of credit card numbers, chat room abuse, and cyber squatting. The IT Act 2000 does not handle the privacy and content regulation issues with respect to e-commerce. The implementation of the Indian cyber law is considered as the most serious issue. The IT Act 2000 does not contain any constraints for its implementation. These are some of the issues which are of great concern. Now let's focus on the challenges to Indian law and cybercrime scenario in India. Most Indians fail to report to the law enforcement agencies regarding the cybercrimes they come across due to the fear of harassment. Lack of awareness regarding the issues related to cybercrimes, poor equipment or least cybercrime knowledge of the law enforcement agencies in the country. Hence, there is a necessity for training the law enforcement agencies. Lack of dedicated cybercrime courts in the country. Expertise in cybercrime investigation with true vigor and spirit must be ensured. Another dimension of challenges in India is that the current law enforcement machinery is not yet well equipped to deal with cyber law offences and contraventions. There is also a crying need for cyber-savvy judges. The cyber cell officials need a sound technical training along with suitable technological support. Sound cyber law training to the judges and lawyers will go a long way in the effective enforcement of cyber laws. It's very essential to have a separate law for cyber-related crimes with its corresponding changes in the IPC and the IT Act. The country's cyber investigation officers must be provided with uniform procedures on cyber forensic tools and strategies. It is necessary to accelerate cybercrime trials among the jurisdiction and the lawyers through two primary actions like training and orientation. In addition, people should also come forward with confidence and trust to report their problems to the law enforcement agencies without fear of being harassed. The law enforcement agencies dealing with cybercrime must produce extremely tech-savvy and friendly image promising the integrity and confidentiality of the organization and the people involved in the investigation. IT Act absolutely helps in addressing some cybercrimes with more of practical laws. These laws stipulate only the punishment related to the type of offences committed and does not help in punishing cyber crimes. Instead of prescribing punishments to the cyber acts, the Indian cyber law claims for compensation from the perpetrator. The law enforcement agencies are responsible for solving the cyber issues in their way, but they are not equipped with proper mechanisms such as latest forensic tools in dealing with cyber crimes. If the law enforcement agencies are provided with high requisite tools, then the success rate would be maximized. Now let's concentrate on the consequences of not addressing the weakness in IT Act. Cyber laws of the country are yet to reach the level of sufficiency and adequate security to serve as a strong platform to support Indians' e-commerce industry for which they are meant. The consequences of this are visible where India's outsourcing sector may get impacted, making overseas customers to worry about the data breaches and data leakages in India. If India wishes to maintain its strong position in the global outsourcing market, there should be quick and intelligent steps to be taken to address the current weaknesses in the IT Act. Next comes the Information Technology Act 2008. According to some experts, it's becoming extremely important for India to have in place a distinctive legal regime promoting data protection. A welcome change is needed by the amendments to the Indian Act. In the amended Indian Act, that is the Information Technology Act 2008, there are several new offences that had been added, thereby fitting with new paradigm of network-centric digital economy. According to Information Technology Act 2008, Section 66 has now been expanded to include Sections 66A, 66B, 66C, 66D, 66E and 66F. Section 67 has been expanded to include Section 67A and 67B. With these additional sections, police may have some concerns. For example, under Section 78, new inspectors can undertake the investigations of cybercrime under the Act. There are much more details about the amendments in Information Technology Act 2008. Conclusion. This module elaborately discussed the Information Technology Act 2000 and its amendment 2008. The learners are introduced the highlights, the applications, the positive aspects and the weak areas of the IT Act 2000. Focus on the current challenges in the Indian law scenario and the cybercrime scenario is very, very important. Snapshots of ITA 2008 is also dealt. So, thank you learners. We'll meet in the next module of week 14.